Matt, in our lecture today, you talked about creating spaces for the encounter with the divine, and the elements of some of the ways music makes that possible was through vulnerability, through transrational or emotional or spiritual experience. But the third one was because it creates the possibility of communal experience or community. Talk to us a little bit about how corporate singing builds, shapes, facilitates community.
Well, again, in some ways, these things are the things that we get for free, kind of just simply by engaging in the practice, right? When we sing together. Traditionally, right, when we make music together. All right, there's solo performers, right? But this is the exception, not the rule. And certainly what we do in church, we sing together. And so we have to make music together. And so in that sense, I think we've had that experience, hopefully, right? We've all had that experience of being with a group of people and I'm singing, and now I understand I'm connected, right? I've become vulnerable to this group of people. I'm involved in some way that's maybe beyond just kind of my rational sense of the world with them. Boy, I'm in a substantial community already. But I think it goes deeper than that as well. I think it actually has an opportunity to change the way we even understand ourselves and who we are. I keep picking on modern Enlightenment thinking, but another of the errors, right, that we've been suffering under for a few hundred years now is this idea that I'm a rock, I'm an island, I'm the individual, the existential subject all alone. Yeah. Kind of, except that, wait, no, you're constituted in some deep, important ways by these relationships. And in the experience of singing, when I sing, and I can hear my voice, but I hear my voice taken up to a collective voice of the whole, I start to understand, I am not Descartes' solo, isolated subject. I'm a being that's constituted in part by these relationships. I was just with my wife's family over the holidays, and she's Korean American. Her parents grew up in Korea. And it's interesting, in Korean, there is no, in a Korean household, you actually don't call anyone by name. You just call someone, you may use someone's name, Hannah's father, or Honoral's mother, right? And these are, this is the kind of whole other way of understanding relationship. I think it's a deeply human way of understanding what relationship is, but deeply foreign to those of us in the modern West. Communal singing begins to open us up to that sort of real transformation of understanding who we are. And of course, theologically, what that then opens us up to is really understanding what it is to be the people of God, understanding what it is to be the body of Christ, to be organically connected to one another in an entity, right, that stands before God, that is beloved by God, and to understand ourselves deeply as people who are constituted in that network of relationships.